Hello YouTube, I am Mr. Ben, and today I want to talk about something that I just started getting into, but I think this would be a cheaper alternative for some that are maybe looking to get a power meter for their cycling, but they can't afford one right now, or they're not sure which one to get, but they want something to help them keep their cadence uh, without spending a lot of money. Now, I had actually am looking at getting a power meter sometime in the next month or so, but what I'm using in the meantime, a metronome. That's right, I'm using a metronome because if you look at it right, what you're looking for is a cadence between 80 to like 100, consistently. You want to spin out, not grind gears. That's where I started. It was trying to grind through the big gears, and I'd get really slow on ascents and things of that nature. So what I did is I said, oh, well, you know what? I watched some videos here on YouTube, and I was like, oh, okay, here you go. Instead of sitting here trying to grind through these big heavy gears, you're not impressing anybody by grinding through a big gear if you're slowing way down. Downshift down into an easier gear and keep your cadence up. But some people might be thinking, well, how do I keep my cadence up? How do I even know what my cadence is? That's where the metronome comes in play. See, you can get a metronome on your cell phone, your iPod, whatever it is that you take with you when you're riding, and you set your metronome to 80, and it'll be like boop, 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 right on this metronome. Well, every time it boops, your pedal, whichever one you start off with, should be striking or coming to the bottom of the turn. So if you look at it like that and you listen for the beep, every time it beeps, your pedal should be returning back to that start point. So if you're constantly going like that on the beep, that's an 80 cadence on your pedal. And you can bump up the cadence to 90 or whatever, but from everything that I've been watching on YouTube, through people like Durian Rider and things like that, they say 80 is a good start cadence. So unless you really are already really good at cycling, hit that 80 RPMs, hit that 80, because I'm telling you right now, I ride bike to and from school as part of my trying to get more fit and in shape. It's 3.1 miles there and 3.1 miles back. Now, both ways happen to be uphill, because you go downhill partially on the way there, but then you go back uphill to get around that hill there to get back to the school. And then you turn around on the way back and you go down again early, but then you're climbing the part where you're going down to get there. So both ways have an ascent on them. And the first time I rode, sorry, someone's riding a scooter nearby, so a giant mosquito on steroids. Anyway, so I'm riding there. The first time I ride there, I'm trying to grind through these bigger gears, and I slowed way down, and I was out of breath, and almost to the point where I felt like I was bonking. And I'm like, it's only 3 miles, and I know I'm not necessarily in shape, but I'm not that out of shape either. So I go and I look at this, and I'm like, okay, well, let me see what I can do to improve my climbing. First thing I hear, stop grinding big gears, downshift, keep your cadence up. So that's what I'm telling you right now. If you don't have a power meter, get a metronome. Get a metronome app. There are plenty of free ones. Get that free app, set it to 80, hit play, boop, boop, boop. You know, you want to run 2 apps. I got a iPhone 6. I can run that Metronome app with that boop, boop, boop. And I can run the Strava app to keep track of where I'm at and everything like that. Hit my personal bests. You know, I just hit a personal best after the second ride because of changing the way that I pedal. Instead of trying to grind through, I downshifted and hit that 80 cadence. Went right up the hill, shaved an entire minute off my ride in one ride. Just from that simple step of, instead of grinding through big gears, downshift and go up. You'll go faster and use less energy downshifting than you will trying to grind through big gears. And I know I've probably repeated myself a few times in this video and kind of maybe gone off track. Anyway, remember, Metronome, set it to 80, get that boop, you know, use whatever other fitness app you're using. I prefer Strava because, well, it's really geared towards cycling anyway. So, got the Strava app, got the Metronome app, got the phone in the pocket, you know, get out there and spin. Spin to win. All right, Mr. Ben signing off.